Well, welcome back.
환영합니다.
How are you feeling?
몸 상태 기분 어떻습니까?
배고파요.
I'm hungry.
You know, your last time out didn't go your way. I just wanted to know what you took from that loss and what was the biggest thing you learned from that loss.
지난번 시합은 패했지만 그 패에서 뭐 배웠습니까?
마음의 상처를 배웠지.
I learned what emotional scarring feels like. 다른 거 얘기 없어? 뭐 배운 거?
Gotcha. So now you're fighting Eryk Anders. What was your reaction when you got that name booked to you?
그 이번에 에릭 앤더스하고 시합하는데 그 에릭 앤더스 계약 왔을 때 기분이 어떻습니까?
또 라스베가스를 가겠구나.
좀 더 깊게 얘기해봐.
뭐 똑같잖아요. 뭐.
똑같아 그냥 선수?
뭐 라스베가스 가겠구나. 또 열심히 체중을 빼야겠구나.
I didn't think much about it. I just kind of felt it's another fight, and I'm off to Las Vegas again.
Awesome. How has your time been so far?
라스베이거스 시간 뭐 어떻습니까?
항상 라스베가스 올 때는 배고픈 상태에서 오기 때문에 저한테는 약간 좀 화려하지만 배고픈 도시?
Las Vegas is a great city, but unfortunately, I'm always hungry when I'm coming here because I'm in the middle of a weight cut. So it's a great city, but it doesn't leave the best of impressions in my mind. Through no fault of its own.
Speaking of Eryk Anders, what do you think of the matchup?
에릭 앤더스 네 실력하고 에릭 앤더스 실력 붙이면 어떻게 생각하나?
에릭 앤더스 선수는 저보다 이제 베테랑이고 조금 경험이 저보다 많고 그래서 저보다 솔직히 인지도나 이런 면에는 좀 더 높은 선수잖아요. 그래서 제 실력이 어느 정도 되는지 약간 좀 아까 말했던 것처럼 좀 도전해보고 저의 약간 실력 가늠할 수 있는 어느 정도가 될까 궁금하네요.
Eryk Anders is a veteran compared to me. He's got a lot more octagon experience compared to me. I feel like I'm the challenger in this fight, and my goal is to challenge his skills and find out where my skills match up. I'm really curious as to see how what I bring to the table will match up with his experience.
Awesome. And then at the end of the day, Saturday night, how do you believe you will get your hand raised?
토요일 어떻게 이길 것 같아?
딱히 뭐 생각해보진 않았는데 항상 저의 경기 플랜은 이기는 플랜으로 항상 가지고 있습니다. 그래서 뭐 어떻게든 이기는 게임이 될 것 같아요.
There's nothing specific that I have in mind, but always Korean top team, one of our mottos is win by any means necessary. So that's the mentality I have going into this fight.
Awesome. And finally for me, where did the Iron Turtle come from?
아이언 터틀 별명은 어디서 나왔습니까?
마이크란.
He's pointing to me. His fight name when he was fighting in Asia and in Japan was the Ninja Turtle. And then when he made it to the UFC, he switched it to the Iron Turtle because he wanted to shine a spotlight a little bit more on Korea. And in Korean naval history, there's a famous ironclad warship called the Iron Turtle. He's got really good defense, so it was pretty simple conversion from there.
아이언 터틀이 별로야?
Why? Do you guys not like the Iron Turtle?
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you and good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I just wonder, I've been asking all the fighters if they pay attention at all to the odds. You're a favorite, and I'm just curious if you pay attention to that and that plays any part in your mind game.
그 도박 사이트에 네가 톱독인데 그거 신경 쓰나?
신경 쓰죠. 원래 제 친구들이 항상 저는 언더독이어가지고 제 친구들이 항상 저한테 걸었는데 요번에 탑독이어서 제 친구들이 돈을 안 걸어요.
Of course I pay attention. Every time on the underdog, my friends put a lot of money on it, but I lost a lot of friends this time because I'm actually the favorite.
So would you put any money on yourself if you had been a favorite? I mean, an underdog? Would you put money on yourself?
네가 언더독이었으면 도박했나?
내가? 내 자신이 그 잡혀가는 거 아니야?
Isn't that illegal?
No?
아니야. 셀프는 할 수 있어.
하죠.
언니가 언더독이었으면?
한 500불?
Yeah, if I was the underdog, I'd put like 500 on myself.
It's only illegal if you bet on yourself to lose.
아, 불법은 네가 진다고 도박하면 그게 불법이야. 근데 네가 이긴다고 하면 그 합법.
당연히 이긴다에 걸지.
아, 그건 합법.
그러니까 500불 정도 걸지.
Yeah, about 500.
Thank you.
What I love about what we're seeing today is your sense of humor. You have a great sense of humor. In this kind of sport, do you need a sense of humor to kind of keep your head straight in such a tough sport?
맨날 인터뷰하고 특히 오늘 인터뷰할 때 맨날 웃는 게 보이는 게 좋아요. 격투기 같은 스포츠에 그 웃는 게 중요합니까?
저는 항상 지금 현재를 항상 행복하게 살고 싶어하는 사람이라서 저는 매 순간 1분 1초를 항상 해피하게 보내고 싶어요.
I mean, it's life. I always wanted to live a happy, harmonious life. So every second of every minute, I'm striving to be happy.
격투기조차 지금 하는 것도 저는 제 인생에 가장 좋아하는 일이니까 뭐 하는 거지. 다른 격투기 선수처럼 나 너 죽여버릴 거야 이런 건 나랑 안 맞아.
Even fighting itself, I do it because it makes me happy and it brings me joy. Like other fighters are like, oh, I'm gonna kill this guy. That's not me. I do it because I enjoy it.
What other sort of things do you enjoy? You mentioned Vegas being hard because you like food. In the States, we have a term called a foodie, somebody that really appreciates all kinds of good food. Are you a foodie? Do you like all kinds of different types of food?
푸드입니까? 먹는 거 좋아합니까?
사랑하지.
I love eating. 좀 더 깊게 얘기해 봐.
저는 미국에 와서 그 한국 사람이잖아요. 미국에서 그 마이애미 같은 데서 파는 그 핫도그 있잖아. 막 그 도로가에서 아저씨들이 판 핫도그 그 진짜 먹고 싶은데 라스베가스는 없더라고.
So I'm Korean, obviously, and I come to America for fights. What I really want to try is like Miami street food, but I haven't been able to find like that kind of Miami-style hot dog in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough. Hopefully, you'll get a fight in Miami soon. But speaking of that, you've fought in arenas before. The last fights you've had have been in the Apex. Are you the kind of fighter that thrives when you're in front of fans, and do you miss that when you come and fight here in the Apex?
아리나에서 싸워보고 여기 에이펙스에서 싸워보는데 사람 앞에서 싸우는 게 중요합니까? 요즘에는 크라우드가 없잖아. 그래서
사람
있고 없는 차이 있습니까? 그치?
크게 개의치 않는 것 같은데 상관없는 것 같은데 사람이 있고 없고를 떠나서 저는 이 시합하는 걸 좋아하는 거기 때문에 뭐 사람들 앞에서 보여줘서 싸우는 걸 좋아하는 게 아니라 그냥 이 시합하는 걸 좋아서 싸우는 거기 때문에 크게 상관이 없는 것 같은데.
It doesn't really make a big difference for me. I love fighting, and I'm here to fight. So whether I fight in front of 1 million people or I fight in the dark, it's almost the same to me.
And then one about this fight here, Eryk Anders is very powerful. He's very explosive, especially early on in the fight. Is part of the game plan just trying to weather that initial storm? And do you believe as the fight goes longer on that he'll start to deplete and that he won't be as tough as the fight goes further on?
에릭 앤더슨 힘세고 폭발적인 좋은데 특히 초반에 그 이번에 게임 플랜은 뭐 2, 3라운드 갈 생각 있나?
저는 항상 아까도 얘기했지만 저는 싸우는 걸 좋아하는 사람이라서 15분 내내 다 싸우고 싶어요. 매 경기들 다 15분 내내 열심히.
To put it simply, as I said before, I love fighting and I get 15 minutes to fight. So I want to fight for all 15 minutes. If a finish happens, great, but I'm prepared to go the distance. In terms of an advantage, yeah, I think my cardio will be better in the later rounds.
And lastly, you know, we do have great food here in Vegas, but there's also lots of karaoke joints. Are you also the kind of guy that likes to sing as well in your part-time?
여기 라스베이거스 도시에서 먹는 것도 많이 있는데 노래방도 많이 있습니다. 여기 노래하는 거 좋아합니까?
그 노래방이 어떤 노래방이야?
What kind of karaoke's?
Anything. It could be Korean karaoke, or do you have favorite American songs that you like to sing?
노래만 부르는 데지.
그렇지. 근데 미국 노래 좋아하는 거 있나?
미국 노래? 아델 노래 좋아해.
He likes Adele.
Oh, good one. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
지금 아델 노래 할 수 있나?
영어를 못 하잖아. 듣는 것만 좋아해.
He's like, my English isn't good enough. I just like listening to Adele.
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.